A woman accidentally discovered a secret on her husband's portrait. She pressed a switch. A secret chamber door slowly opened. The bodies of the husband's first 6 wives were frozen in the freezer in front of me. Terrified, the woman wanted to leave the house. Unexpectedly, as soon as she opened the door, she saw her husband returning home. To avoid being noticed by the other party, she could only pretend that nothing had happened. She thought she could deceive her husband. The husband suddenly took her into a secret room. It turned out that the husband had installed a camera in the cold storage. Her previous scene was also captured, but Annie asked her husband why he killed his wives. He then decided to reveal his secret to Annie. He stated that those 6 wives all deserved to die. The first wife was extremely obsessed with singing. She was singing all the time, and would occasionally play tricks on the man. She almost scared the man into a heart attack. Paul could no longer bear it. Subsequently, he picked up his wife in his arms. After giving her a deep kiss, he decisively pressed the switch. The wife then left forever. However, the second wife only pestered Paul every day. Paul thought of a way. He quietly walked into the room. He looked at the ivory chandelier overhead. Then he untied the fixing rope. He sent the wife away. Paul's third wife was a nun. He thought the nun was gentle and virtuous. But when Paul married her home, he found out his wife had been cuckolding him. Finally, Paul stuffed his wife into a coffin. He made his wife stay in the coffin for life. And the fourth wife was a weirdo. The wife was a masochist. She begged Paul to whip her every day. So Paul held her down in the water and drowned her. After Annie heard all this, Annie believed that there was a problem with Paul. Paul told a secret hidden for many years. It turned out that when Paul was fighting in the army before, his lower body was accidentally hit by a bullet. This also caused him to lose his fertility. But the previous wives all proposed divorce after learning about it. In order to prevent his secret from being leaked, Paul had to make them never be able to speak. Paul opened the cold storage and pushed Annie in. However, the next day when Paul was inspecting work, a killer suddenly jumped out of the crowd. He killed Paul. Then the killer successfully escaped under the cover of a train. The man was exactly Annie's boyfriend. It turned out that when Annie discovered the secret in the cold storage, subsequently, taking advantage of the gap when Paul turned around, she called her boyfriend. In the end, Annie inherited her husband's millions of inheritance. She and her boyfriend thus stepped onto the peak of life.